had this chance to be at the Ace Theater when you read with Quentin and everybody else. It was kind of unique because it was like the feeling that we saw a movie, the birth of a movie or the rebirth of a movie. I don't know how you want to call it. Can
Rebirth,
you tell us,
yeah, because he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, that's it. Can you tell us what happened that night and how you felt about it?
I thought it was a pretty magical evening. I mean, we were used to sitting in our chairs and reading this thing, and all of a sudden we're in front of an audience, and it became so theatrical. I guess you remember we kind of got up and we started walking around. We started doing stuff, and it was kind of crazy and kind of exciting. And Quentin's reading the stage direction, and at the end, everybody just kind of loved it.
Yeah, because it was like growing and growing, and the audience like felt it. It was like a sporting event, something like that.
Well, thank goodness that happened because it changed his mind about rewriting it and turning it to a real movie.
Was it during the reading or was it after? Was it before?
It was after. Once it was done, we kind of looked at him, and he kind of looked at us. We go, might be kind of worth reconsidering.
Watching a Tarantino movie is, whatever you think of the movie, it's unique. It's something that totally special for the audience, for the movie lovers. How is it for the actors?
It's awesome for us. I mean, because first of all, when you look at a Tarantino script, you realize it's so different from other movie scripts because it's mostly almost all dialogue. There's very little stage direction. Most scripts are full of stage direction and no dialogue. So you're going to do something special because you're going to be talking about who you are, how you feel about those other people, how you feel about the world, and the things you say spur people into action or it gives you an idea about who that person is so you can formulate an opinion. And the audience can form an opinion and either catch a ride with whatever character they want to hitch a ride with and go with, well, I'm in that guy's corner, or I'm not in that guy's corner, or I suspect that guy, or I suspect that girl. So there's always, some good stuff that allows an audience to engage pretty quickly.
And also, you're right. There's a lot of dialogue. It's almost like a music to our ears. It's something special. We recognize, even if we're not in the room, that it is a Tarantino movie to the sound and the dialogue of it. How does that give you more responsibilities in a way, or free you?
You're responsible for making sure that the audience understands you. You're responsible for creating a character that the audience either latches onto or cheers for or cheers against. You're responsible for giving that actor on the other side of the camera or on the other side of that conversation motivation to talk back to you, ignore you, or do something to you. So, yeah, it's a huge responsibility because we have to make sure that the emotion, the attitude, and everything else is coming through those words that Quentin has so skillfully put in our mouths.
And he's a very disconcerting filmmaker. I mean, we're expecting a grandiose Western with the 70 millimeters and everything. It's grandiose, but it's not only a Western. It's also a thriller, horror movie, a very political movie. Is that good for you? I mean, is that something you kind of expect?
Well, you want to be in something that is thought-provoking and that's essentially visually beautiful, because that's what filmmaking is. You want to be in something that's entertaining, because I think that's our primary job, to entertain. So when people come in there, they're entertained, they're provoked. They have something when they leave the theater that they can attach to and talk to their friends about, or just sit and think about and go, oh my God, oh wow, that's what that meant. That all of a sudden something will come to them and you go, oh, or while the process is going on, even being there going, oh man, I thought it was him. And so there's all kinds of good stuff going on there that good cinema is responsible for, or the kind of cinema that we grew up watching, where, people aren't just spoon-feeding you the result.
It's also, as I said before, very subversive in terms of its political
very much so. Yeah, the subtext of it all.
The subtext of it. How would you? What would you say about it? How would you comment this aspect of the film?
It's one of those things where, as much as we want to talk about how far we've come, we end up finding out how far we have not come in terms of how we feel about specific things, times, and people. And I think it's important that film be sort of subversive in that way. But like I said, it's also mostly important that it's entertaining. And if you can't entertain people, then you shouldn't be in this business. And if you can entertain and educate and provoke at the same time, you got it made.